Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel, and we're back again with another Alliance War video. I believe this is War 6 now in Season 24. ASR is up against Noxious Smoke. I believe they used to be one of the AGT alliances and how kind of like went independent because, well, that's what I heard anyways, because this is a name that I haven't heard of before, so we didn't really know what to expect. But again, just like the previous war, we kind of took the lead quite early on. They gave away some early deaths, even though they kept it very tight and very stable till the very end. But starting the point when I really started doing my fights till the very end, we were never tied or losing the war. So again, that kind of thing just makes it quite a bit more comfortable. Right, so let's just jump straight into the recording itself. So I start off on path 6 this time, and I get basically just shifted about all different paths this season. I really don't mind, to be honest. Like, path 1 was comfortable, but it was getting stale. There's certainly a little bit more action now, because I have done path 7, path 8, path 2, path 1, path 6, and path 4, I think, already, or something like that. I have done many different paths this season. But yeah, so this is actually aggression Fury node. And I mixed up. Probably shouldn't have brought in Quake here. I probably wasn't meant to bring in Quake. But again, since I get thrown about so many different fights, I thought this one was the rage one in section 2. So then I realized it's aggression Fury and whatever else. But Quake does just fine. This is me being silly, sloppy. This was a mistake. I was not meant to use Quake for this fight. But since Quake can prevent aggression Fury from like proccing those Furies, and well, I don't necessarily have to take any hits in my block. It really went quite well, so there wasn't much trouble there. I'm gonna use Warlock for this one fight, and this is a very straightforward fight. I will mess up there at some point. I think I'm gonna get smacked because I'm gonna be a bit delayed, and this war also features a very close fight once again against Domino, and I again have no clue how I survived this one. And I actually haven't showed this fight to my teammates yet either, so I don't know how they're gonna react to that. But giving myself an adequate time to make enough excuses. I was trying to rush through all of these fights last night because I was doing them straight after I finished the stream, and I was in a bit of a rush as my girlfriend was waiting for me, so it wasn't maybe necessarily the most focused on the war. I had boosted properly, and so this one is power snack, backup recovery, Domino. And again, I 100% should have simply played this fight with full dexterity. I know she would eat the first one up, and then I can just keep the dex up for the rest of the fight. But again, I just went on full-on block mode here. I don't know, maybe that is some sort of residual effect from Stubborn War still. And or just the fact that previously I quaked Domino and Spite and some other things, so I didn't really want to do that. But yeah, this fight is gonna end up being dodgy as hell. You're gonna see Quake dropping some combos again, right? So this is the second close call I have had this season, both against Domino, both with Quake. So I need to take these fights a bit more seriously. I don't want to lose my deathless streak like this. So here we can see that I did my one quick slip up there already. She hit me twice. One of those hits was crit, but I took a look at my health bar, 65%, perfectly stable still at this point, and I'm winning the health bar battle, so to speak. Obviously not by much. Obviously there's still going to be the backup recovery, and this is going to be a long fight, truth be told, because you can see that over a minute in this fight, due to backup recovery, she's still at like 63%. And currently I'm actually below Domino's health, which is never a good thing, which is kind of like the quickest way how to measure the success of your fight in Alliance Wars. Just have a brief look at both of the health bars. Now there I accidentally dropped another heavy attack, which meant that I can't make any more mistakes or she's gonna be pushed past a bar of power. But so far so good. Nearly 2 minutes in this Quakefest. Fairly average fight, but here I got tagged twice and I'm at 22% and I'm unlucky. So I dropped my level 2 here and the plan is to push her to 2 bars of power. I still check out my health bar. I'm at 22%, so I'm not in assassin's range. She's at 22% as well. And yeah, so it's getting very close, but I take 2 hits on a block, and once again I'm in that assassin's range. So if she has assassin, she can fail my heavy charge thing, and I can't risk it. So I just went on the offensive. I did tag her. She's at 5%. I'm at 18%. It's still very, very tight and close. She's at 2%. I'm at 18%. Come on, finish it off. There we go. I need to stop doing this to myself. I need to stop doing this to myself. But here is a rare and exclusive footage of Quake actually putting in some combos, digging in the spleen of Domino there, or some kidney punch, or whatever she does. But that's fine. I survived that, and I put my phone down. I could have taken the next mini boss, but I quite honestly just didn't have any more time. If I had stayed on my mobile phone any longer, I would have had a shoe flinged at me from the corner of the room or something. So I knew that I got lucky by escaping the previous fight by the skin of my teeth, and that it was time to let it go, because there were other people who could take that mini boss. And then I woke up the next morning and path 2, well, section 2 is up, and in section 2 this time I'm on path 4, which is through to be all told very kind of straightforward path. Basically, I don't want to get debuffs on me, or they're gonna go like unblockable or something, but I quake them and it's very, very easy. Obviously, Man-Thing has a very hefty health pool. In this fight, it actually doesn't even matter that Man-Thing is unawakened, because Man-Thing is not gonna throw any special attacks. And next up, we're gonna have fight against Black Widow Clairvoyant, which makes sense placement-wise, because whenever Black Widow Clairvoyant would throw a special or heavy, she would go unblockable. But again, I don't really care about that. So this fight, again, Quake has class advantage, even though there is that huge health pool. 1 minute, 10 seconds in the fight. Man-Thing at 3% health left. Fairly quick, fairly steady, no drama there. And yeah, obviously I did heal up my Quake in between the scenes. I didn't quite heal up to 100%, and that's actually another funny, let's say, kerfuffle from my side. Because I forgot that I didn't have willpower on for these fights, and I knew that this fight has a crumbling armor. So I figured, well, I don't need heal to 100% because I'm just going to heal up from that crumbling armor break anyways, if it procs. And we can see that I'm not healing. It's like, oh right, I take off willpower these days for reasons. But anyways, again, this is that steady build-up node where it again really doesn't matter. Black Widow Clairvoyant is a mystic. Quake has class advantage, even though you're up against the rank 3. She doesn't have close to the same health pool as the Man-Thing did. And yeah, so 45 seconds in the fight. She's at like, what, 20% now, so it's going to be like 1 or 2 more sets of aftershocks. Very, very uneventful fight here. I do have quite cool fight coming up using magic against that Hyperion, because there are some tricky things to consider there. So this one is Ebb and Flow Intercept node. Obviously, Hyperion does benefit from Protect Global node, and since I'm not using Quake here, I do have to worry about Global node. And it creates some interesting interactions where he has a protection stack on him due to ebb and flow intercept, and I can trigger more protections myself, thus drastically reducing the damage output. But another interesting thing that happens is when I do intercept him, I gain a passive fury. And whenever that passive fury expires, the opponent actually purifies all the debuffs on them, including the power lock that magic places on him. So you do have to be ever so more vigilant here, because if you just kind of get in your rhythm, then you might end up checking out that, oh, Hyperion has a bar of power and I'm trying to intercept him. Whoops, I run into a level 1. So you do have to be quite careful. And again, with magic, recently I like to slow down these fights on purpose. So after my level 2s, what I do, I dash back, I parry, I do 2-3 hits, and then go in for a dash in intercept. But overall, this fight lasted exactly 1 minute, and there was not much stress or drama at all. Pretty much perfect finish. Only damage that took was a bit of block damage. And now then, I was kind of thinking about stealing some mini bosses, but I realized I am on 0 energy at this point. And then I just simply got asked to deal with the Hulk. I was still considering and going rogue and slapping some more mini bosses down, but I thought, it's like, nah, it's fine. I had a quite busy day at work. There's actually a lot of stuff happening at work today and tomorrow, and if you guys are interested with that, there is a quite big video coming possibly today, where I'm gonna explain the situation for the channel and possible upcoming changes. But either way, as I did get asked to take down this Immortal Hulk, that is exactly what I'm doing. And I applied some small little level boosts, because in this fight in particular, the boosts don't even matter all that much because of the rage node. Now, whenever Quake hits the damage cap, the 2.5%, and the damage is capped at 2.5%, even for Quake's aftershock damage, you do not trigger the Furies, so at least that's like one less thing to worry about. However, since the damage is in fact capped at 2.5% on her aftershocks, that means you can deal maximum of like 7.5% per set of aftershocks, and that obviously just makes the fight significantly longer. Now, the upside of using Quake against the Immortal Hulk is that none of the damage Quake deals to the guy actually converts into Gamma. Therefore, you do not have to worry about him going immortal, unblockable, unstoppable, or just dragging the fight any longer. So Quake's actually very, very good way how to completely bypass anything this Hulk does. And if you use Quake against this Immortal Hulk, it's basically kind of like fighting a regular Hulk. He really does nothing. But that is going to be the last fight of my war, and we did end up winning this war. Wasn't too far apart score-wise. I think by the end, when they realized that they did lose, they just kind of threw a bunch of champions at the boss. But overall, by the time we were clearing the bosses, there is only like 3 or 4 death difference. So they did a decently good job. They had a decently tough defense. Obviously, we can see that I was going up against maybe more unduped 6 stars or maybe 5-star 565s instead of rank 3s, but still solid placements and all that other good stuff as a tier 1 alliance should. And yeah, so this now marks, I believe, halfway point in the season. I'm not entirely sure where we're gonna end up after this war, but so far so good for most part. And that is also it for today's video. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed. And if you have, hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit all the good buttons. And I'm gonna catch you guys soon. See ya. Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information